Yes, welcome back. Second example. A self-service canteen employs one cashier at its counter. 8 customers arrive per every 10 minutes on an average. The cashier can serve on average 1 per minute, assuming that the arrivals are Poisson and service time distribution is exponential. Determine first the average number of customers in the system. Okay, average number of customers in the system. Next is the average queue length. Third, average time of customer spends in the system. Fourth, average time average waiting time of each customer. Here first one, we need to find first case, average number of customers in the system means this is denoted by ls, capital S suffix s. Ls value we need to calculate in first case. So in second one, average queue length is denoted by lq. Then third case, average time of customer spends in the system, that is ws value we need to find. In the fourth case, average waiting time of each customer. So average waiting time of each customer means we need to find here wq value. Okay, ls, here lq, ws, wq. So let us proceed with the given data. Here total there are 8 customers and 10 minutes. Okay, then if you proceed here, the solution is 8 customers are arrived per day 10 minutes. Hence average arrival rate is lambda is equals to 8 by 10. Average service rate is mu is equals to 1 because one customer they are serving per minute. Traffic intensity is 4 by 5 row value. Then proceed with the formulas. Average number of customers in the system, ls is equals to row by 1 minus row. So you substitute the row value, then your en or ls value is 4 here. Okay, average number of customers in the system. Next, average queue length, lq value, formula row square by 1 minus row. So you substitute row value and calculate, you are getting 3.2. So 3.2 is the average queue length. Then third, average time a customer spends in a system is calculated. Ws is calculated by the formula 1 by mu minus lambda. You substitute and calculate, therefore you are getting 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the average time of a customer spends in the system. Then the last one, average waiting time of each customer is equals to, so average waiting time of each customers in the queue is equals to wq is equals to lambda by mu into mu minus lambda. If you calculate, you are getting 4 minutes. 4 minutes is your wq value. So this is the pattern of solving problems based on MM1 infinity FIFO model. Okay, in the same way you try to solve this third example, you please try to work out this. So next I am going to explain the concept MM1 n FIFO model. Okay, earlier concept is MM1 infinity FIFO, but here capital N. Then if you notice the difference here, like earlier concept MM1 infinity FIFO, here also first M denotes the number of arrivals, second M denotes the number of departures, and 1 denotes the number of server, so single server model, and capital N denotes number of arrivals from the finite population. So here capital N denotes finite population. Here also the pattern is first in first out pattern, first in first out. The only difference between earlier and here is, earlier is infinite queue length, so that is infinite population. Here finite population in the queue system. Okay, so then let us proceed here. Characteristic is nothing but, here also you need to remember few more formulas. Okay, like in earlier case we remembered various notations like traffic intensity, rho, mu, lambda, and ls, lq, ws, wq. In the same way, here also you need to remember a few notations. Lambda is the arrival of n customers into the system per unit time, same notation. Mu is departures per unit time. Capital N denotes the maximum capacity in the system. Traffic intensity is rho is equals to lambda by mu, same notation. Then Pn, probability that there are n customers in the system, is denoted by Pn is equals to rho power n P naught. So in earlier case, in infinity model, the definition of Pn is rho power n into 1 minus rho. But here in this case, in finite model, P of n is equals to rho power n into P naught is the definition of probability when there are n customers in the system. And P naught, here the P naught represents, so 1 minus rho by 1 minus rho power capital N plus 1. If rho is not equals to 1, means your traffic intensity is not equals to 1. Okay, then you are getting this functional value. If traffic intensity is equals to 1, then P naught functional value is 1 by capital N plus 1. Mainly you need to remember this definition, we are using several times. Then since the total probability is equals to 1, therefore we can write here sum of Pi is equals to 1. Sum of Pi means you can rewrite this as P naught plus P1 plus P2 plus and so on up to P suffix n, because there are n customers, is equals to 1. Then by using the definition here, the main definition is P naught. Okay, here in place of n, if you substitute n is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. If n is equals to 0, then you are getting rho power 0. Rho power 0 is 1, therefore P naught. Then n is equals to 1 means rho into P naught. So here you are getting P naught, rho into P naught, rho square P naught plus and so on, rho power capital N into P naught, because your summation takes 1 to capital N. Okay, then here in next step we can rewrite this statement by taking P naught outside. Then you are getting 1 plus rho square plus and so on, rho power n is equals to 1. Then by using geometric progression, 1 plus x square plus and so on, this can be written as 1 minus rho power n plus 1 by 1 minus rho, by using geometric progression when rho is not equals to 1. So you need to remember this relation between these two. Okay, then P naught is equals to, so here if you take expression for P naught, you are getting P naught is equals to 1 by rho divided by 1 minus rho power n plus 1 if rho is not equals to 1. Okay, this is your P naught final expression. Just now you are written here functional value P naught. So when rho is not equals to 1, 1 minus rho divided by 1 minus rho power n plus 1 is valid when rho is not equals to 1. So same expression you got here, P naught is equals to this expression. Okay, then if rho is equals to 1, then you can write the above expression P naught plus P1 plus P2 so on, Pn is equals to 1. Then here there are then in the main definition, if you substitute n is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, so you are getting by taking P naught common, if you rewrite, you are getting capital N plus 1 into P naught is equals to 1. Therefore here your P naught value is 1 divided by n plus 1. You just remember this P naught value is valid when rho is not equals to 1, and your P naught value is 1 by n plus 1 when rho is equals to 1. Okay, then similarly you remember few more formulas. Okay, average number of customers in the system, that is LS. Here LS value or E of n is calculated by using the formula n by 2, capital N by 2. Then similarly average queue length, LQ, is calculated by the formula n into n minus 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Then average waiting time in the system, WS, is calculated by E of n divided by lambda dash. Here lambda dash is nothing but lambda into 1 minus P of n. Then next definition, average waiting time in the queue. WQ is calculated by E of m divided by lambda power, that is lambda prime. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate WQ, waiting time in the queue. The next, expected number of number in the system. Expected number in the system is calculated by E of n is equals to summation n into Pn is equals to Ls. Then effective arrival rate is given by mu into 1 minus P naught, and again here LQ formula we are using. Okay, so you please revise all these basic notation. On basis of these formulas, again we are going to solve few problems based on MM1 n FIFO model. N means finite. Okay, in next video I will explain this problem. Okay, thank you for watching.